guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, we are going to do my update. I was going to say September, but I just update this whenever I'm done for the Pile of Shame Project Pan. So if you want to hear how I felt about the ColourPop Aurora Struck palette, then let's go ahead and get on into it. So, if you didn't see my intro, this is the Pile of Shame project, which is using Sophie Alexandra's rules from her Big Fat Eyeshadow Project Pan. She will be listed in the description box, so will all of this hoopla. But this is to determine what palettes stay in my collection. I'm going to pick one palette at random, which we'll do at the end of this, and I'm to create 3 looks with it and then score the palette based on my scoring, which I'm not going to go through that whole scoring thing. That was in the intro, which will be listed. The playlist will be listed in the description box. But anything that gets a 20 out of 10 or less, which, you know, would be an F, gets decluttered. Everything's going to be based on color story, versatility, quality, and personal ranking. So let's just get into her, bud. If you know where that's from, you know. So, if you know, I took a whole page of notes. I like to be very thorough when it comes to my things. So, we're just going to start. For look 1, I will say, before I even did the look, it was very powdery upon swatches. There was a lot of kick up, but it did swatch really great, and there were stunning shimmers. This is what the palette looks like, if you didn't know. It is the ColourPop Aurora Struck. Very, very beautiful. It is what I have on my eyes today. So, my very first look, I used the shades Spiraling. Where are we at? Night Sky. Arctic Fox. That was the look that I did. Okay. Geomagnetic. Icelandic. In Orbit. And Due South. So for that look, I did a like taupe and mint, which turned out so pretty. I will do my best to go to Instagram, which if you want to see these looks ahead of time, go follow me on Instagram. But I will go find a picture of these looks and insert it here. But this look turned out so pretty. So, Spiraling is honestly one of my favorite shades in the palette. I've used it twice now, you'll see. It was so pigmented, it's a sequin shade. You could really see the sparkles on the eyes, but it's a really nice setting shade. Night Sky, I tried to use it because it looks deeper. Couldn't see it at all. We'll talk about it again. Not a good shade. Geomagnetic, this one here. A gorgeous taupe matte. It blended great. Fantastic. Icelandic. This is a taupey gray matte. Slightly darker. It's got a little more gray to it. Blended great. Was wonderful. Due South. It's a black matte. It is pigmented, but it's blendable. Like, it wasn't crazy pigmented. It didn't blend out to be a gray. This is a really nice black because I'm not a fan of black mattes. Like, I don't like using black, like, in my eye looks, but this is a really good black. Both shimmers that I used, so we had In Orbit and Arctic Fox. Yeah, Arctic Fox. Absolutely gorgeous. They were great. They were nice and pigmented. They were so stunning. They were minty. They really just did the look. I should have used Phenomenon. It's one of the shades that I haven't used. And I haven't used these couple blues. That's the only shades I haven't used in the palette, is like this blue row. But that's okay. For the second look, I also used Night Sky. I tried to use that as my setting shade. Literally, it doesn't have any pigment. It's not a good setting shade. Like, this is the only dud I have found so far. I do not like the shade, and I might take it out of the palette because it's just not good. Then I used Bucket List. Bucket List, beautiful neutral brown, blendable and buildable. Then we have Midnight Sun, which I've used twice now. This is gorgeous. It's not too deep, but it's a nice deepening shade, buildable and blendable. And it's got a rosiness to it, obviously, because it's on the pinker side. Gorgeous. It's on my outer corner today. Beautiful. And then we have Atmosphere. Where's Atmosphere? Atmosphere is this shimmer. So it's not the shiniest, but it's got almost like a slight duochrome to it, and it's really gorgeous on the outer corner. And then Solar Vibes is a pressed glitter, I believe, because it had that like slight pieciness, but it's very pretty. It added great brightness. I really like how that look turned out overall. Again, I'll do my best to remember to add photos, but if not, go look at my Instagram. Follow me there first. I put my looks there. But for this look, this is the third look. So I have Spiraling. Spiraling is what I used to put down first. Gorgeous, best shade. Then I put down No Sleep as like my crease shade. Then I went in with Dynamo, which is a sequin shade, but dear God, does it have so much glitter. Like, that's what's this outer corner. The pigment and the color, great. But the glitter in it, there's no glitter on the eye because it just falls out. And I've never had that with a ColourPop sequin shade. Like, it looks like it should be a shimmer. There's so much glitter in it. Because as you can see, you can barely see the shimmer in these sequin shades. So I was picking this up wondering, like, that's not a good one. So, but like, I like the color. You just have to deal with the glitter fallout that's going to be on your face. Then I have, again, I told you I have Midnight Sun, just a little bit on my lower lash line. Beautiful. Love it. Stargazing. It's right here to connect, you know, this dark purple into the shimmers. It doesn't have the most shine, but it's got a little bit, and it's a nice transition shade. Then I have Comet Seekin. That's what's in this middle right here. It's lighter on the eye than it is in the pan, which I'll just have to remember that, but otherwise it's very pretty. The inner third of my lid is a ColourPop Super Shock. Otherwise, I should have used Borealis as my inner corner to try it, because it's got that pinky, but I ended up using Head North, just this white. And I think the white really brightened my inner corner, and it was nice. So, overall, I think I used most of the palette. Like, I really love this palette. I would say Color Story. I am extremely inspired by it. It gets 5. I love it. Versatility. I think it's very versatile. I think I can get lots of different looks out of this. You can get a taupe, you can get a black look, you can get blue, teal, pink, a more warm brown. Very versatile. But and maybe I could have given it a 5, but I gave it a 4. For quality, I gave it a 4 because I found a dud shade. I found another not so great quality shade that I might take out, and I still haven't tried that blue rose, so there could be another one in there. I haven't tried every shade, so I gave it a 4 for quality. And then personal ranking, I gave it a 5. Because honestly, I have loved all 3 looks. Even if I found 2 shades that I don't like very much, I love the packaging. I love how pretty this palette is. I love the looks that I've created. Gorgeous. So its total is an 18 out of 20. Obviously, we're absolutely keeping this palette. Yes. So now, would you guys take out those shades that I don't like? I mean, I would give... I don't know. Do I want... I'll give Dynamo another chance, but, like, Night Sky is trash. Should I take that out? Or am I going to be mad that there's an empty pan in palette? I don't know. I'll think on that. But for us, we need to roll in a new palette. And I'm doing this new thing where, like, I roll with you guys, but I insert it in post. Being fancy, but we gotta screen record. Yeah, we can show the touches on screen. That's fine. So let's see. What are we getting? What are we getting? You guys are seeing it too? What are we getting? Jeffree Star Androgyny. Oh, I have that right here. Right next to me. Alright, come out of the basket. What's in the basket? Jeffree Star palettes. So this is Jeffree Star Androgyny. I honestly haven't had this very long. I got it from DW. And this is what it looks like. Honestly, this is going to be a little... There's not a lot of colors in here to create 3 looks with. But okay. That's fine. I mean, a bluey green look, a red look, a neutral look. I could do 3 looks. 3 looks. I got 3 looks. 3 looks. So this is going to be palette number 2, Jeffree Star Androgyny. So it might not be a month for me to come back. I was just very excited. I was very inspired by this palette, which is why it only took me a month to get my 3 looks. I probably am going to slow down. But who knows? This might also be really inspiring to me, and it might only take me a month to get my 3 looks on this guy. I might do my... Also, if I can't get 3 looks on a palette and want to declutter it, that's okay too. So, we shall see. But that is going to be palette number 2. Oh, we swatch it. Duh. What am I doing? We swatched the whole Aurora Struck palette. Let's swatch this one. Because I don't even think... I think I swatched it. So we have Frosting, Safe Word, and Charm. That is actually way more orange than I thought it was going to be. Ooh, I love how orange that is. Because, hi, how are ya? If you don't know, I love orange. This is dry. So, I bought these wipes on Amazon, which maybe that's the problem. They are body prescriptions, but they're the aloe vera ones. Because I was like, they're $9 and I get 50 of them. Sweet. Because I needed more makeup wipes. Literally, they dry. They get dry so quickly. Like, they're very wet when you pull them out of the package, but then they just dry. So next we have Deja Vu, Dominatrix, and Androgyny. That would be a pretty look. Just that. Oh, Dominatrix, that brown is really pretty. I need to go to Marshall's and just get makeup wipes, because every time I do that, they're good. Next, we have Fetish, Military, and Poison. That's a fun color story. Ooh, that murky green. And then we have one left. Listen, I'm trying to be better about not swatching with my pinky, because it's always a trash swatch. So last but not least, we have Swallow. Swallow la la. And we'll put that right there. Honestly, that's not, like, did we really need both of those? No. Do I really need more blues in projects? No. Swear to God, if I get any more blue eyeshadow in projects, I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind. I just want to work on my blue blood palette and call it a day. I'm working on 3 Jeffree Star palettes right now. That's also wild. But that's gonna do it. See, and that's the eyeshadow gods being like, your palettes are dying. Use them, you dumb bitch. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my nonsense. And I will see you whenever I hit my looks next. Bye, guys.